guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 23. How is it day 23 already? I'm pretty sure I've said this at the beginning of every video I filmed recently, but it's crazy to me how it's already the 23rd. So, today I was going to film my festive reads and recommends video, which I mentioned in my, was it the YA one I did right at the beginning of Vlogmas, which I'll link below so you can go check out if you want. But I didn't actually realise that I've never actually read a Christmas book, as in a specifically Christmas book. I can't think of any book that I've read that's about Christmas that I have read and really liked, so I didn't want to do that video because, you know, I haven't read anything. So I then realised that I'd been tagged by Kaz at CatsandCamera, thank you very much to Kaz, in the book colours tag. I will link her version down below, which she did on, I think it was Vlogmas Day 4. So you should definitely go and check that out because Kaz is amazing. I've mentioned her on this channel a few times this month, and this is another time. I'm going to do the book colours tag. This was originally created by Dylan from Books with Dylan, and I really love his channel as well, so definitely go and check that out as well. Again, I'll link the original tag down below. So let's get started. So there are 9 questions in this book tag, and the first one is to pick your favourite colour. Now you probably can guess from the thumbnail and the picture of the books that I was showing in that my favourite colour is kind of pink and purple. I haven't really got a specific one. I kind of love all the different types of pink and purple, so that's definitely my favourite. Question number 2 was to show all your books in that colour, and honestly I'm just glad that my favourite colour is not blue because that would probably take me all day. I will link below my bookshelf tour of my pink bookshelf because that is basically where all these books are from. I have the pile here. I'm not going to pick them up again because I've really injured my elbow, but I would like to very quickly just show you all of them one by one, very briefly. It will not take me very long at all. So the first one I have is From Potter's End by Patricia Cornwell, which is one of the books in the Kay Scarpetta series. Then we have Pretties by Scott Westerfeld, which is the second book in the Uglies trilogy. Then we have Stiff by Mary Roach, which is a non-fiction book. Matilda by Roald Dahl, which is a middle grade book. High Stakes by Meg Cabot, which is the second book in the Mediator series. Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Love is a Four-Letter Word by Claire Kalman, and I know this doesn't look like it's a pink book, but I'm kind of going by the spines basically because otherwise it would be way too difficult to find all the books on my shelf. The Silent Sister by Diane Chamberlain. Insurgent by Veronica Roth. Happy Birthday by Danielle Steele. Geek Love by Catherine Dunn. Final Girls by Riley Sager. 204 Rosewood Lane by Debbie Macomber. The List by Joanna Ballori, and if you want to see me talk about this a bit more, check out my Try a Chapter tag that I did right at the very end of November. Girl Online on Tour by Zoe Sugg. And Half of the Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Again, is the spine that is purple. And there you have it. I don't have lots and lots of pink and purple books, so again, I'm quite glad that that's my favourite colour because that made this much easier. Question 3 is to separate your pile into read and unread, and now all of mine are unread. As you know, I don't keep books, and I have a very small pile of read books over there. Most of them are Harry Potter series, none of which are pink or purple, so I don't have any read books that are pink or purple, so I'm going to stick with my pile here, but like I said, they're all unread. Question number 4 is what book do you want to read the most? And the one that I want to read the most from this pile is probably Stiff by Mary Roach. This is a book about, it's a non-fiction book, which as you probably know, I've been loving this year. I took part in Non-Fiction November and absolutely adored it, so this is definitely one that's high on the priority list. So this basically says, whether buried, burnt, snatched, donated or decomposed, some people have been more useful dead than alive. Stiff lifts the lid on exactly what happens to our bodies after we die. In addition to dissecting the ins and outs of decomposition, it unearths the many uses that can be made of a human corpse, from ballistics practice to body farms, crash test dummies to composting, and in the process digs up a wealth of ghoulishly compelling detail, from the experiment to weigh the human soul and the history of body snatching to the true story of the human dumpling. And I'm just really fascinated by dead bodies. I'm just really fascinated by like true crime and death and stuff, which is probably not great for my mental health, to be totally honest with you, but I am really interested in this, and the tagline of it is The Curious Lives of Human Cadavers, and that just sounds really interesting to me. So yeah, definitely the one I'm most looking forward to reading. Question number 5 is, what is your favourite book? Now obviously, as I said, I haven't read any of these books, so I don't know. So I'm going to change this question a tiny bit and make it, what book do I think is going to be my favourite? If I read all of them, which one do I think that I would prefer? And for that one, I'm going to go with Final Girls by Riley Sager. This is a thriller story, which is supposed to be really, really intense, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I think this is probably going to be one that I give a 5-star to. Who knows? But this just sounds really up my street. This follows 3 girls who are nicknamed the Final Girls because each one of them has been part of a, has been a survivor of a horrific incident. I don't know exactly what those incidents are, but yes. And then one of the girls dies in mysterious circumstances, and the other 2 then feel like maybe it's possibly something that is linking to that fact that they're the 3 left over. And basically they're worried, and it's about what happens next. And like I said, I love thrillers, you know that. So this one to me, I feel like it's going to be really exciting, and I've heard quite good things about it as well. So yeah, really looking forward to this, and I think that when I do, I'll probably read it really quickly. Question number 6 is, what is your favourite book cover? And this one is one of the ones that's not exactly a pink cover, but the spine is pink, so I'm counting it. And for me, it is Love is a Four-Letter Word by Claire Kalman. This is probably the book that I've had on my shelf for the longest. I've had this book since I was probably about like 14 years old, which is 12 years ago. And honestly, this probably wasn't the book that I should have been reading at that time, and it's a good job because I haven't actually read it. I still haven't. This is a women's contemporary fiction, I believe, and it's a bit smutty maybe as well. It says here, sex, yes, she remembered that. Wasn't that the thing that happened somewhere between the talking and going out to dinner bit and the sobbing and eating too many biscuits bit? Still, Bella was sure she could handle some, preferably before her as yet unopened packet of condoms reached their expiry date. She must be practically a virgin again by now, all sealed over like pierced ears if you don't wear earrings for too long. But the L word, no way. She never wanted to hear it again. There were things in her past which needed to be put well away, like the 27 boxes of clutter she'd brought from her old flat. And having changed her job, her town, her entire life, the one thing she wasn't about to change was her mind. I don't know if this is going to be something I'm going to like, because it's not really the type of book I tend to pick up. But I've had it on my shelf for ages. I love the cover. I love a jammy dodger. Who doesn't? And yeah, there's just something about it that just has meant that I've not wanted to throw it away. But I just don't know if this is going to be something I'm going to like, but we'll see. Maybe I'll give it a go and see. Question number 7 is, what is your least favourite book cover? And for me, that has to be Geek Love by Catherine Dunn. I don't remember when I picked this book up, but I think I bought it online, and I remember seeing it on someone's channel and thinking it sounded really, really weird, but really interesting. But I really hate this cover. I don't know, there's something about the way this is drawn. I don't like the art style, I think it is. It's very odd. Yeah. This is about a woman named Lil Banuski who makes her living by biting the heads off live chickens in front of a carnival audience. Then she becomes pregnant, and her and her husband, who owns the fairground, have an idea to make money, and that is to gobble pesticides, experiment with drugs, and douse herself with radiation to ensure that she produces infants grotesque enough to keep the turnstiles clicking. And then it's about all the children that she creates and what's wrong with them, I guess. I don't know about this. I feel like this is going to be really interesting, but I don't know. Has anyone read this? What did you think of it? I hate the cover, but maybe the book itself is better. Let me know. Question number 8 is, what is a book you want to buy? I'm assuming this means, what book do you want to buy that's in the colour that you've picked? So I've gone for a purple book, and that is Across the Universe by Beth Revis. I don't know too much about this. I know the cover is absolutely gorgeous, and I've heard nothing bad about this book at all, and I'm really, really wanting to read it. I feel like it's a book I don't really want to know what it's about, but I don't even know what genre it is, to be honest with you. I've heard really good things. It's beautiful, and it's purple, and I'm really excited about it. Question number 9 is, what is something near you or on your bookshelf? Again, I'm assuming in my chosen colour. And so on the cupboard over there, I have a little plaque thing that my dad and mum bought me when I was on holiday with them, and it says, "Daughter, a daughter holds happy memories of a little girl of the past, the joyful times of the present, and the hope and promise of a beautiful woman of the future." And I really, really love this quote, and I just really like this little plaque thing that they've got me. And yeah, I just really like to display that, and it's obviously pink, so great. There you have it, guys. That is the end of the tag video. I hope that you really liked this one. I found it to be a really interesting tag and interesting to think about. So now I'm going to tag 5 people. Don't feel like you have to do do this video, it's just an optional extra, and yeah, I really wanted to tag some people. So first off, I'm going to tag Huck from Badger Reads, Mary from With Cinnamon Please, Bailey from Bailey's Book Babble, Harriet from Harriet Rosie, and Chanel from Chanel Time. So I hope that you do this video, guys, and I hope it's not too much stress trying to move all your books out of different colours, so sorry about that. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow for another booktube video. Bye bye!